guys, what's up? It has been a while since I haven't uploaded a video, so this time I wanted to make it a little bit different. What I am going to show you is actually, like the best places where you can busk from my experience, and also like some tips, the gear that I use, and most importantly like how much I have done in the last few years in terms of tips. It's not that much. I'm not gonna become a millionaire, but it still is gonna help me to and it can help you to do some savings. You are gonna need one of these ones. This is the Roland Cube Street. I got it for for used in marketplace. Fortunately, this is the old version, so I think it just costed me used one, but in perfect state, like 200, I think, Canadian. It has two inputs, mostly for microphone and guitar. Right now, in my case, I just usually use either a microphone for my flute or either the guitar cable for the input here, and it has some effects as well. But it's that simple, pretty much. So this is the next item in my list. Is a beautiful Ortega of 8 strings nylon for classical playing. This lady costed me around 1,000 US. So the next item is this nice battery that you're going to need it for sure. I recommend it so much more than having batteries and charging batteries, because they usually go run out of energy and you encounter yourself in like horrible situations. I have had those experiences, so I recommend to spend a little bit more in a good battery so you can plug power to your amp. Next item is this beautiful bowl. Just I think like $5 in Dollarama or something like that. And the good thing is that it's very big. It all the tips that fall into this are going to do a really sweet noise. That is music for the ears, because that send all the vibes of the support of the people, and also it's very handy for footage, because I already have the sound of the tips falling into the bowl, and it's really good. And also it's going to prevent you from having tips going like falling off the bowl. So that's really useful. The next item is I definitely recommend like a good guitar stand, because sometimes you're going to take some break or speak with somebody in the street, and you don't want to leave your acoustic guitar like just over the case or even in the floor. That's not really a good idea. So please have one of these ones. I really recommend it. Next item, just for the guitarists or any other instrumentalist that needs like a chair and wants to feel comfortable. For me, this foot stand is crucial, because I can put it on my right foot and put my guitar just resting in my right leg, and that's really handy even for concerts, for practicing, everything. This is just like a mandatory thing for guitarists. This is another item, really super useful, almost like the most important. I think if you want to promote your music, you can put your information here of your social media. In my case, I also put like the cost of the bracelets that I sell in the street. So that's really handy. Or any other information that you want to give. For example, some people would give you, rather than tips, because they don't have a change, they would be willing to do a need transfer. So it's important to have like that option too. Another item that I have, and it applies just for me, because I also play the flute, play the violin. Sometimes I bring it, but lately I just been playing mostly with the flute and the guitar. So this little lady is called Kena from Ecuador. I've been playing it for some years already, and I feel comfortable playing over some backing tracks. And yeah, this cost me around like $25 or something like that. It depends. And this item also applies just to me. Is like a wireless microphone, so I put this on my head and I can play the flute just like that, and this is wireless, so I can put put it in the amplifier, and that would be it. For the people that are going to play wind instruments, I think this is really useful. It's not like it has the best quality of sound, but still it sings. You can avoid a lot of setup with my microphone and a stand. I would definitely prefer this, and I also can move freely with it, you know, like so. Sí, sí, sí.
Oye, una duda para ir a estamos buscando para ir al Parque Olímpico.
¿El Parque Olímpico?
¿Qué línea es? Me dijeron la amarilla.
Yo creo que...
¿Sigo por acá?
Sí, sí, vaya preguntando, sí, pero yo creo que es la verde.
Gracias.
So this is something extra. Not everybody is going to do this, but in my case I wanted to also have some extra income. So I used to sell these bracelets that were made in Ecuador, where I am from. You know, this little beautiful bag that I brought it from Ecuador, and I sell them for really cheap, actually a couple of bucks each one, but each one in my country just costed me some cents. So yeah, you know, like it's not like I do a lot, but it's something extra, and it counts around 30-40% of what I make, so which is actually really good. I don't know, it could, you know, spark some ideas for you guys if you want to sell some small jewelry or something, you know, besides you know, giving the music out. So I don't know, for me it works, and I always bring it to me to have some extra pennies, you know. And also gives you the opportunity to not just, you know, like play in front of people, but actually interact with them, you know. I have had really good conversations with this. I met a lot of people through this. So you need to know this first before planning to play in the metro station. You need to create an account in this website. You can look at for STM musicians or musiciens du monde in Montreal. You will find it really easy. So you need to create an account, and this kind of like interface is going to leave you, you know, like with the indications to follow up, create your account, and you can book your giggings. So this is the map of the city. I'm gonna show you most of the stops where I played. I haven't played in all of them, but I can tell you from my experience the ones that I've tried. This Berry-UQAM is the one that you're watching in the video, and yeah, this is a nice place. The only problem with this place is that when winter comes, there is a direct, you know, connection with the windows outside, so it tends to get a little bit cold. Other way, there are lots of people there. Yeah, I can recommend it. And just after, you know, like outside this station, there is like a park. There used to be events in the summer, so it's really neat. I also have tried Saint Laurent. This is a nice place too. Another one that I have tried, and I think it works time to time, is Guy Concordia. Is just below like the university, and once I tried it, and it did really well in tips. I wasn't expecting that actually. So yeah, you can try any other time. Especially what I like about this place is like the echo of the place is really neat. I like it that it sounds like a theater pretty much. So if you are into mostly like sounding well, I think I recommend this metro station. In Berry-UQAM as well, there is like an exit called Saint Laurent. It's not the stop but it's an exit of the Veriocam stop. Montreal, moving on, this is the best place I recommend overall the metro stations. For me at least it has worked. It has a huge plaza where you can just find a spot and go around. Actually, you won't be the only one around doing some stuff. There used to be like people doing activities, and the circus used to be there too, time to time. Sometimes that's a problem, like if you play outside the metro station in that plaza, you're not guaranteed a spot. You need to be you need to have a little bit of luck, especially in the summer. So you just need to try it out, and if not, you will need to find another spot. But even then, like around here in the Montreal street, you can go a little bit up north, I think it is. All that street is pretty much packed by people, so you can go around and check that out. Another stop I tried once is in Peel, outside the station Peel. This is the downtown pretty much. You will see bunch of people walking around, shopping pretty much. But I tried it once, and yeah, it's really packed, but it's not like as good as in Tips. But you can be noticed, definitely. For me, next time I'm gonna do like a footage, and you will see it. But this is crazy actually. The only problem I find it here is that it's too loud because of the traffic and so much people walking around. So I would prefer rather Montreal as my first stop. You might think on trying to playing in Viewport, the old port, which is very very touristic, and definitely you will see a lot of people there. But don't do it. Don't do it in Viewport. I have had so many fights with buskers because unfortunately you need like a permit of the city, and that permit is not as easy to get, especially because you need to be signed up with like association of musicians or whatever, and usually you need to pay for be part of those associations. And I think since I don't do this for full time, I don't think it's worth to have. But definitely trust me, you're gonna have a lot of fights with other buskers because they would have those documents. Sometimes you don't even know if they have it, but they just love their spot, and they are willing to like fight to the end to guard their spot. So I don't recommend really to go to Viewport. Maybe the tips are better, but there are other places to play in Montreal. Okay, so this is the more, I guess, interesting part of the video. As I said, all of this just applies to the summer time. I would say around May, June, July, September. Let's think about like doing it 10 times per summer, going out 3 hours per day. So in a good day I would do like a really good day I would do around 200, from 150 to 200 or something like that. And in a really bad day I would do around 30, 20 bucks, up to 50, something like that. So it's up to the day, like sometimes it could be the same like sunny day as any other ones, but I don't know, sometimes you just don't have that luck, and it's just like that, like you just need to accept like uncertainty. Around I do 1,000 per summer if I go diligently for 10 times over the summer, which is not much. I know buskers that go pretty much 4 times per week, so you can imagine that that's so much more. But on my point of view, I think I also get bored of playing the same songs over and over. So there is that. Yeah, it's up to you. So overall, if we count like the 3 summers that I've gone the last 3 years, you could say that I've earned around 3,000 in 3 years. I'm not gonna become millionaire, but at least I have covered the investments that I did over my gear that I already explained. And yeah, like from now on is pretty much only earnings, and I'm not planning anytime soon to, you know, like leave my job and just dedicate myself 100% to this, but it's a good you know, side hobby that gives me some rewards. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Definitely I'm gonna try to put more effort into it, maybe improve my presentation. As you see in the videos, it's not like it's not that pretty sometimes, you know, like but at least the gear sounds well. And I also wanna, anyway guys, thanks too much if you made it up to the end of this video. As I said, it has been a while since I had posted any video at all, but yeah, from now on I think I'm gonna put more effort into like the entertainment. So I hope you stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed, please, that really helps me to keep doing what I'm doing. I've released some music. I've recently, the new updates, it has been just only playing in several shows and producing music and just living life, man, like hanging out with friends, traveling. I was in Ecuador, in my hometown, for a couple of several months actually this year, and I'm gonna come back, but I'm gonna stay for Christmas. So yeah, I'll keep you posted, but anyway, thanks too much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.